Over the past few weeks, we've truly seen how fickle Real Madrid fans have been. Because Vini Jr. has been getting booed by the Madrid fans online on Twitter, X, they have also turned on Vini Jr. And of course, he's going through a bad period in his career. But I don't think it's as bad as people say. I feel like this goes to show you can be a good player, you can do so much good things, win Champions Leagues. The moment your form drops, these fans are gonna turn on you in an instant, and that is what is happening in this current moment. Now, when it comes to him being booed by the Madrid fans, I know some of you guys are gonna say, well, Ronaldo, he got booed by the Real Madrid fans and he silenced him, and Vini Jr. is not him and all this stuff. Yes, you are correct. Vini Jr. is not Cristiano Ronaldo. He never was. Nothing about him gives off he's the next Cristiano. Nothing gives off that vibes. But I will say, if I am being completely honest with you, watching the current Vini Jr. is similar to watching 2024 Mbappe. Like, let me show you a bit of how Vini's playing. Losing the ball, doesn't even know what he's doing at times, playing poorly. Okay, you see that? Let's move over to 2024 Mbappe. It's so similar. Now you will look at this Mbappe performance. It's super similar. Super similar. And you never like to see stuff like this. Because I look at this Vini performance and all that's going through my head is, what happened to the old Vini? What happened to this Vini that completely just broke Arago? Completely destroyed Arago? What happened to that Vini? We can even go to 2024 when he was destroying young Couto. Literally made young Couto cry after the match. What happened to that Vini? Let's go even further. What happened to the Vini that went up against Kimmich and completely embarrassed Kimmich? What happened to him? And I will even go as far as to say, if the current Vini Jr. went up against that version of Kimmich would probably pocket Vini Jr. Now the thing is, Vini Jr. is well aware of this. He has said previously that he knows he's not playing good and he knows he has to perform better. It's clear as day that you can see he's lacking in confidence. And his lacking confidence doesn't even look like just a lacking confidence. It looks like maybe because, listen, you never know what footballers go through. You don't know what he's going through. And when I look at his performances, it doesn't look like that player. Of course, I don't think he should be sold. Because I see many Madrid fans, they're saying Vini should be sold. It's like they forget who this guy is. Even him in his lowest is still way better than everyone else. Because if we are to sell Vini, who are you gonna sign as a left winger? Who are you gonna sign? Are you gonna sign Garnacho? Are you gonna sign Pedro Neto? Who the hell are you gonna sign? Are you gonna sign Rashford? Who the hell is a good left winger? Maybe Doku. But even Doku is not on Vini Jr.'s level. So if we're being honest with ourselves, Vini Jr. is not gonna lose his spot. He is the best left winger that we currently have, in my opinion. And there has been many times he has turned up the gas. Many times that he performed in this current season. And it's like people just forget that because of one or two performances. It's insane. But I won't lie to you, I do miss the old Vini. As much as I can defend him in this current moment, he was very good back in the times. This guy was on a different level. And yes, we can try and blame the arrival of Mbappe. We can try and blame all these things. And maybe some of it is a bit true, but I just don't know. We can't truly blame Mbappe because we saw in 2024, Vini outperformed Mbappe. He outperformed Mbappe for that entire year. And Mbappe was in Vini Jr.'s situation. He was the one who was not playing with confidence. He was the one who was not putting on good performances. Now we move on to 2025 to 2026, which we're currently in 2026. They are now in the complete opposite positions. Now another thing I hear about is people criticizing Vini for his attitude. And this one I do understand. There is many times on the pitch that he goes on a bit too much, that he complains too much. Of course. But also, with people saying that he's provocative, he provokes the fans into being racist towards him, that's cap. That's lies. And either way, we're not gonna talk too much about that, but you saw that one time where Carval even spoke for Vinny, saying that the referees are not handling the racism. Like we even saw Simeone try to provoke Vinny, and then he acts in the media like he did nothing. Even Xabi saw that, Xabi called it out. I'm not gonna tell you what Xabi said, but I can show you there on the screen. Even Xabi called it out. You can see the players, the coaches of Atletico, they're trying to get under his skin because they know he's in a terrible period. We saw last time in that 5-2, Koke told him that Mbappe is stealing your toast. That's what he said to him. And it's like they playing these mind games. You can see, you can literally see, it is a game plan. Like they literally discuss it in the dressing room. Let's get on Vinny and let's try to distract Vinny and all the stuff. It's actually insane. But I just don't understand it. I don't understand why such a huge target. Why people target him so much. And you know what? It's kind of similar to when Ronaldo was in Real Madrid. He was a big target. They targeted that guy in every aspect. Unfair refereeing decisions towards him. The fans booing him. The media trying to make him look terrible. It all is very similar to Vinny's situation. It seems like if you're the number 7 of Real Madrid, you in for a huge time with the media. But either way, the hate on Vinny is getting tiring. And I'm telling you, all these people who are hating on Vinny, when he starts performing again, they're all gonna jump back on the bandwagon. They're all gonna start glazing him again. And this is just how football goes. I do it myself. There's players who I criticize, and then when they start playing good, jump right back on the bandwagon and completely act like I didn't criticize them. And it is what it is. That's the thing about the internet. They are always, people on the internet are just as fickle. They're just as fickle as normal fans, the ones who are not on the internet. Because let's be honest, behind closed doors, you are changing your opinions a lot on the players. But either way, let's talk about Rodrigo. So Rodrigo, fantastic. Like how much time since I say this, he is performing. His goal that he scored, yes, Valverde with an excellent pass, but that skill from Rodrigo to get past the defenders to score that goal, this guy's on a different level. And for all the people who said Rodrigo is not good enough, all this stuff, I wonder what they're saying now because he is insane. And the last thing I want to talk about is Rodrigo. Do you notice he has not been playing as a starter in recent matches? And I think the Rodrigo experiment is over. It might be over, but the way Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde, Bellingham is playing, they're playing very good at the moment. And I'll say, Rodrigo, I don't know how he's gonna get back in the team. He's gonna have to put on some world-class performances, but it's not something he can't do at the end of the day. And I won't be surprised if he gets himself back into the starting 11. But either way, that's my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. I will be reading, will be responding. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace out.